We are here with one, I would say probably one of the most highly anticipated recruits in the state of Arkansas. His name's Dax Courtney, who has verbally committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks. But Dax, before we get to that, I just want to talk about you as a high school athlete. I mean, small town Arkansas, you play for your dad. What has it been like down for you with all the attention now in South Arkansas, you about to become an Arkansas Razorback?
And really much hadn't changed. I just try to stay level-headed and play and just enjoy my time as a high school kid because you only get something like that once, you know.
Has things changed when it comes game time? Have opponents changed now that they know that you're committed to the Hogs? Do they take you on a little bit differently? Do they approach the game a little bit differently?
Man, I'm gonna get everybody's best. Everybody is gonna put their best player on me. Most of the time, man, I would say that about every player this season, they've had at least two people on me, and they talk a lot more. Man, they love to talk to me now.
I bet they do. Yeah. You always talk about state champions with a big target on your back, but anytime you get that hog on your chest, they're going to definitely put a target on your back. Let me ask you this.
Definitely.
It's been a weird time that we've lived in with COVID going on. How has that been for you to not only prepare for a high school life, but just prepare for life in general with a pandemic going on?
Man, I just try to ignore it more than anything. I stayed on my workouts and just tried to get ready for the season. And then once the season came, we never knew if we were going to be able to play the next week. But so far, we've been able to play mostly the whole time. So, I mean, we got to be thankful for that.
For those that don't know, you do play for your dad, as I talked about. That's a really special thing. Not a lot of young men get to play with their dad as the head coach. What is that relationship like on the field? Are there times that you're like, Dad, I don't like that play, I want to do something else? I mean, or is it really a coach-player relationship?
Man, he's my best friend. I wouldn't change it for the world, but we butt heads. We butt heads when we're out there sometimes because we're both just major competitors and both wanting to win, and most of the time have different looks on the things. Like, obviously, with me being who I am, I'm gonna call for the ball more than I probably should. But when he's actually standing on the sideline, knowing what all's happening, but no, it's great. I wouldn't change it.
Do you guys ever, after a game, go back home and you look at your dad and say, hey, we probably should have done this?
Man, watching film, he's gonna give it to me, and sometimes I'll give it to him. But at the end of the day, once the game's over, everything just goes back to normal.
So what do life after high school, I know you've still got some time, but when you get to college, what do you want to do as a career? Or I know you're going to play football, so that's a career in itself, but what
Yes,
do
sir.
you want to do when you get to college?
I'm gonna major in kinesiology, and
Really?
I'm yes, sir. And if I don't, I'm gonna give the league my best shot, obviously, because I mean that's been a lifelong dream. But if that isn't in the cards, or even if it is, after my playing career, I wanna come back to a small town and coach.
I like it. Well, Dax, man, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Hey, best of luck. We're going to be keeping up with you as your career moves forward, especially when you go to the Arkansas Razorbacks. But hey, thanks for the time, and we look forward to it.
Yes, sir, for sure. I appreciate y'all.